So here's what we're going to be doing today. I've got a mess to clean out of here. This is a few years worth of junk that we've piled in here. We're probably going to insulate it too. But we're going to be putting these cross pieces in here. And then we're going to be putting boards on the wall like that. So y'all come along with us here and we'll see what we can get done. There's a spot I need to caulk. That poplar board has busted and you can see through to the outside. I need to caulk that place where rain don't blow in. So I'll get this junk moved out of here, or at least moved over out of the way. And we'll probably try to start working on this wall right here. We got to do the ceiling too. Well, all right, we've got it all run this way. We're going to run this wall the side and up and down. And on this wall, we're going to run the side and long ways. I think we're going to run it long ways on that wall over there too. But I've got all the blocks in, and we've got the ceiling block ready for the ceiling to nail up too. So I'm going to put the tar paper on it now, and we'll be ready for siding. This tar paper, one side has lines on it. The other side is most of the time all black. I'm going to turn the all black out. It ain't that big of a deal, but there'll be cracks probably come in these where they dry up, and this way you won't see the white lines running. I'm trying to hold it up off the floor just a little bit. This run here is the hardest run to get started. The rest of them won't be as bad. You always want to make sure you ain't got nothing in behind the studs when you do this, or you'll seal it up and leave it in the wall. It don't take a lot of staples because you're going to be putting the boards right over top of it and they'll hold it in. This is the thick tar paper, the 30 pound. 15 pounds a little easier to work with on here. Well, there we go. We're ready for the next run. Well, it's a pretty day here. Real pretty. I'm just barely going down covering this one. About a ½ inch or so. A little easier to do with two people, but you can do it by yourself. You just have to work the pokers out from each end. You want to be careful around these plug-ins, not stick your knife in the blade. It might shock you. This ought to help insulate it a little bit too. If we cut it a little too big, I'm not all that worried. There we go. I'll take the covers off here in just a minute. I should have done it to start with. There we go. We've got one black wall now. That board down there that you see at the bottom is fixing to be right up there at the top. We're going to start at the top and come down. That way if we have any little small pieces, they'll be down around the bottom and baseboard might hide them. So I got all the tar paper on there. I'll see you here in just a few minutes and we'll have a wall up there maybe. Here's our first 3 boards up. I'll try to get you a little closer here where you can see they're live edge boards. That's those live edge ones I showed you out there at the end of the sawmill the other day. So I think we'll leave that black showing. That's why I'll put tar paper behind it. I think we're about through today. We'll probably try to finish this wall down to the floor. Ooh-wee, look at there. It's coming together. One more piece. Get y'all a little closer here where you can see. what it's gonna look like. I done a little bit of a boo-boo right here. I cut my plug out just a little bit too far down. May have to get an oversized plug cover if it shows up too much. I don't think it'll show up very bad. I've got it over here. I could stick it on there and see what it looks like. Hang on just a second and we'll see what it looks like. I got the cover back on. It's scratched up over where I've been having those bandsaw blades in here getting against it. Well, this wall here is done. We still like trimming it out when we get the ceiling and stuff in it. Tomorrow we'll run these walls. This wall's gonna be up and down cedar. That wall over there, I think it's gonna be these boards running long ways over there. I'm not sure what we're gonna put on the ceiling. We've got one spot that's got a leak and we're gonna fix it before we do the ceiling. Can't really remember where it is. I'm gonna have to come in here when it's raining. Me or Daddy one and find where it is. We think we know where it is, but we're not positive. We'll get that fixed. We'll be ready to do the ceiling too. Y'all see that pretty sunshine? That makes me want to be in the garden right now. It's perfect weather. I'm halfway thinking about putting a disc on the tractor and plowing up a place for my English peas. As an old timer told Daddy one time, you plant English peas January the 13th. Now that's where we live. This is zone 7, 7A, 7B, something like that. But I'm gonna try to get those English peas in pretty soon. I've got a new variety I'm gonna try this year. Abe Lincoln. I'm pretty sure that's the name of them, Abe Lincoln. So that's gonna be all this video here today. I'll try to bring you along as we finish this up and y'all can see it all coming together. But I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you and I'll see you in the next one. Are you tired?
I'm on knees, yeah, hurting.
Your knees is. Tell us some old stories.
That's a big hog, weigh 1,000 pounds. About all I know.